sales rep to direct sales, right? And obviously the sales rep is not happy, but he knows that it's part of life. And you would give him 6 months notice, or 12 months notice, or 18 months notice, depending on the contract you signed with him in the beginning, in order to, do that. So, my business among all the different countries for Opti, in a few countries it took off. In UK it took off, in England it took off, in Taiwan it took off, in Korea it took off. So in all these countries, I started off with a rep and switched it to direct sales after 2 years. Because I was paying so much money to the sales rep that I said, I've got to hire my own people and train them, and then I'm just going to pay a salary. So if I wanted 5 people, $60,000 or $100,000 per employee, it's going to cost me $500,000 in an office, $100,000. So, but business, I should have the confidence that the business is going to continue to grow, or it's going to stay at that high level. If it goes from there to zero, I have a fixed cost of $500,000 for my 5-6 people. But they're my people, I don't understand. I can't, really difficult to fire. I have to fire people, but then to hire back people becomes very hard. You lose your reputation once you hire and fire. So, I'm going to have the confidence that I can have a sustainable business before I switch from sales rep to direct sales. Then the other one is direct, basically online sales, which is what people like Dell started doing. Right? Instead of having a shop, starting salespeople, they did web-based stuff. They just had a big website. They provided an e-commerce platform in there. You just go ahead and do that, choose your computer, configure your computer, boom, it comes to you. And but your product then needs to be of the type which is plug and play. You can't have a product that needs a lot of configuration, a lot of hand holding. You understand what hand holding is? Usually somebody has to explain to you how it's put it away. So if you look at TVs these days, you don't need a technician to come and install. You just go to the store, you buy them all, and you're a housewife knows how to install it, because there's one page. Even PCs these days are pretty much, you buy a tablet, salesman doesn't come to your house. App engineer. But 10 years ago, 15 years, if you buy a PC or a computer, they send an application engineer to your house and sit there for one day or 2 days, looking at everything and setting up all the files and this and that and all this work. So Dell, by switching to a web-based online marketing, ended up having almost a 10 to 15% cost advantage over Hewlett Packard, IBM, and others, who were slow to realize and to make their products plug and play. So Dell, that was a small company, boom, it took off. And they were the first to kind of take web-based marketing and selling, e-commerce selling, and they became, one of the world's largest computer companies. So what happens with channels is that you have to figure out which is the right channel for selling the product. And every product has a different characteristic, which makes one kind of sales channel better than another kind of sales channel. And it's just a matter of not getting stuck with the wrong sales channel, because that can kill your company. Because if you choose the direct sales model and you don't have business coming in, that's a fixed cost of millions of dollars to have 20 salespeople, and you're going to go broke very quickly. So they're not adding any value, they're not bringing any orders, and they just, they are getting frustrated, salesmen's getting frustrated, they're losing money. It's a really destructive situation. So sales channel and designing the right sales strategy becomes very key. what type of sales team does Facebook?
What are the channels for?
No, what is the seven? Let's start with that. What's Facebook seven?
Pages or accounts.
They
are providing the
ads, advertising. They're selling advertising. So, what are the different channels that Facebook is using for selling advertising? What is the cheapest way that they can sell advertising?
Promote. They post on walls and they say sponsored links.
Yeah, that is an advertising. But how did they find the sponsor link? The sponsor who was going to pay them to put in the sponsor link.
Those sponsors have their pages on Facebook, so they keep
So-
on prompting them to advertise.
They keep on.
So I have my page on Facebook about the political and so they always keep on prompting me that you can reach this many people by
Okay,
advertising.
so basically it is online marketing. So online marketing is one way. And the reason that online marketing is kind of the cheapest channel, but it's the most ineffective channel. Right? If they reach, if they send online emails and everything to 10,000 people, they might get $50. So online marketing has got a very low what they call hit rate for selling. So online, and that's one way. What is the next way that Facebook does marketing?
So when Facebook came up initially, how did it start to be? When initially Facebook was started, so how did it sell itself to people?
Well, did they sell themselves? Did they have any sales for the first almost 7 or 8 years? Did they sell anything to anybody? They got customers who will cost them money. But did they get any real paying customers?
Market was already there. Market was already there because of Orkut. The market was existing. So
No. This is the market. The market for Facebook is not you as an account. You are not a customer of Facebook. Are you the customer of Facebook?
no,
Are you paying them anything?
no.
So you're not the customer. What are you? Of Facebook.
Yeah, user.
Promote.
The advertising.
You are the product.
You are the actually. So you are actually the product in a sense. You are the product for Facebook. Believe it or not, you are the product for Facebook because the more of you that there is, the more they can get customers to pay them money to sell to you. So you are just a guinea pig for them. The more you use it, the better it becomes. But you're also an expense for them. Because every product costs money. So you cost money. You know, you cost them money because every time you have an account and you post something, you're costing them money because you post a big video on it, you're going to cost them about 2 cents per minute of shipping the data up, and then if 100 people watch it, it costs them $2 because $2 times the downlink of 2 megabytes or a gigabyte. How big your video file is. So every person who has a Facebook account is costing Facebook money. Every person who's got a Dropbox account is costing Dropbox. You think you're getting free service, but it's costing somebody something. It's costing Dropbox storage, it's costing them to keep the application running, it costs them money to go ahead and upload the data. Even the upload is not free. Somebody is paying for the upload, right? Somebody's paying for the download. So each user of these services, free services, is an expense for each of these companies. And yet they are the most profitable companies because for the first, whenever you do a Google search, did you cost Google money? Yes. Exactly. You cost them a ton of money. Every time you do a Google search, you're costing them money. You actually had to pay. There were companies, there were all kinds of software companies, search companies that would charge you money to give you search results. So if you go to a legal field, for example, all lawyers would sign up with this legal service company that would charge them, $5 for every search that they do. The lawyer has to do a lot of searches of, previous legal cases and so on. And they used to charge people, and they still charge people. Because what they've done is they have created their own library of all the legal cases. Google does not have access to all of that data. So if you want to do any legal search, you have to sign up with this legal search company, and they will charge you a lot of money, and they're very profitable company.
Same is with journals.
With journals, journal papers, technical papers, there were companies of all sorts that basically used to charge money for search because there's a cost to search. Now Google comes along and says, I'm going to give it to you for free. And whenever you give something for free, everybody uses it. Right? And so what Google did was they went to different libraries, they went to different public data stores, public storages. Governments don't care. Their information is all. In fact, they're required by law to put it out in the public. But they put out books, and people have to buy the books in order to figure out some data. So they would actually go ahead and they ask Google, come and digitize everything. Put in keywords everywhere. Go ahead and create a massive database. And so Google just went ahead and digitized everything, and whole libraries of digital information and other information. It just digitized everything, and they basically also created a whole army of volunteers who created Wikipedia and so on. It's all created by volunteers who just want to upload information so that the whole world can use it. They're just nice people. There are lots of nice people, like professors and others. They're all nice people who don't care about the value of what they've got. They just don't want people to use it. So Google now has the world's largest repository of information. When you have the world's largest of something, everybody says, I also need to be there because everybody is only going there to get all the information. So Google has now convinced pretty much everybody to put all their stuff there for free. Like I'm uploading all the videos to YouTube. You know how many gigabytes it is? Like each class is about 75 gigabytes of video. Because I'm doing high definition 1920 by 1080. Right? So it's almost 60 gigabytes per hour of class. And we've done 14 classes. So we put in close to a terabyte of data there on YouTube, and we're paying nothing for it. But I'm putting in some keywords, I'm putting in some other stuff, and if you notice now, Google is starting putting ads on our videos. And if they are hoping that suddenly everybody in the world will find these cases that we've done, the classes we've done, very useful, and they'll get 1 million hits for all different. And if that happens, then they will charge somebody, people advertising product, they charge them money to go ahead and for video ads that run. And ads that run are paid pretty well because it's got targeted content, targeted viewer, so it's a very quality advertising opportunity. The guy has to watch it if he wants to watch the content afterwards. So, Google charges like 20 cents for a video ad for every view. And you can see that Google's revenue initially was very small, but just kept on going up 20% quarter by quarter by quarter. And now about 10 years later and 40 quarters later, it is, money that will just keep coming and just keep on increasing. And that's why that stock has gone down to $1,000 plus. And the market capitalization is $300 billion. And it's going to get even higher because the competition is too slow getting there. So Bing is the only competition, realistic competition. They are probably 1/10 or 1/100th of Google. So you can start off with free, but the whole idea of free is to get it widely spread, take a hit in the beginning in terms of cost, and fund it with venture capital or private equity